All right, on three. People are ugly, but not us.
Not us.
People are ugly, but not us. That tasted great.
Good
with the gum
morning.
in my mouth.
Oh, I didn't have breakfast
With the what
or
in your
anything.
mouth?
Oh God.
Oh,
God.
Idobi Warped Radio.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to Idobi Warped Radio here on Idobi Radio with your host, Fish. I am very excited, one, to be back with Idobi Warped Radio. It's been since 2019 we've been able to do it, but this year we are so back in 2025 with 3 incredible weekends planned with so many incredible artists. You could check out previous Idobi Warped Radio episodes with Kevin Lyman, Chandler Layden, Royal and the Serpent, 303, and possibly more on idobi.com and wherever you can find podcasts. I am very excited right now to have a band that you know from their single Brain Dead that has amassed over 65 million views on TikTok, over 5 million streams on Spotify. They're all over the place. If you open a social media app, it's probably impossible that you won't hear a song by them or see their incredible faces. I'm very excited right now to be joined by People Are Ugly live in studio for Idobi Warped Radio. What's up, guys? How are you?
Hello.
Hi, Fish.
That was an incredibly professional intro.
They have a great radio voice, man.
Wow.
Did you breathe it all through that?
My
I
God.
did not breathe at all. It's why my name is Fish. I have gills, so I don't actually have to breathe.
Wow.
Right.
Nice lore.
So we have, starting right over here, we have Bill.
Hi.
We have Tristan.
Hello.
We have Zach. No, did I mess it up?
Yeah.
No.
You got it,
No,
you
I got it. And then I'm going to mess this one up because you said George and it's not George and you
not
go by
George.
your fake name.
I do go by the fake name.
But either way, we have Julian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give it up for Julian.
Hell yeah.
Give it up for George.
Yes, good.
So I got to sell myself out. One, Bill looks like my friend Bill from Long Island, and it keeps messing me up. Two, to sound check, we all did the ABCs, and Julian started on J, and that helped me remember.
I didn't understand the
He
instructions.
gets confused.
Yeah. But, I mean, you guys use fake IDs at Coachella in 2024. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. So I know you guys are good with the fake names already. So
Oh, yeah.
we really do need to talk about that. But I'm very excited to have you guys in studio. It's been a long time coming. We've been able to see each other in passing over the last couple of years. And I'm a huge fan of your music. And I think it's only fitting that you guys are on the Vans Warped Tour this year, which is incredible those weekends. So congratulations on all that. And
Thank you.
welcome to the
Thank
Idobi
you.
studio for the first time.
Thank
Hell
you
yeah.
very much.
Having us.
Yeah. So, I really hate to ask this question, but I need to ask this question because we were all out one night and I kept making the joke, and I really want to make this a thing. And I want it to be a thing in your shows where you go, people are ugly, but not us.
Or you could add some mystery and be like, people are ugly except for 2 of us,
Ooh.
3 of us,
Ooh.
That's
or
up to
4 of us.
interpretation.
4 of us.
4 of us.
Depends
So-
on the day.
So where'd you guys get the name People Are Ugly? Because, I mean, you guys are pretty good looking guys by definition.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Have we told you how we met before? I don't know if you know like our story.
You haven't told me the villain origin
The
story.
villain origin story. I mean, it happened extremely last minute. I wrote venues all around LA lying and saying I had a band. This is July of 2021. I did that all throughout college. And then actually the Whisky A Go-Go wrote me back saying, yes, we have a show next week. And I immediately signed and said, okay, whatever, I am good. I'm going to play the show. And then in 7 days, I found these guys on Instagram and Bill, Zach, Julian, and said, hey, do you want to play a show with me in 7 days? Of course, they said, yeah, at the Whisky A Go-Go, of course. And we wrote a full set of some original songs, some that they already had together. And yeah, we ended up doing that in a week and just figured out the name People Are Ugly, kind of figured why not try it. And we built the meaning to the name kind of in the following years to come. But yeah, a last minute thing. Didn't expect it to really go past that. And we woke up the next morning and was like, screw it. Yeah, we're going to try and do it.
That's wild. Wait, so you had 7 days notice for your first show and had no music?
No
Yes.
music.
No,
Yeah.
yes.
Zero.
We didn't know Tristan at the time of this.
He was a complete stranger.
Yeah.
Bill, me, and George knew each other. Sorry.
It's okay. It's going to come up anyway. It's fine.
That's wild. And you guys sold out the Whisky A Go-Go on that first show.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
It was like
Yeah,
6
we
p.m.
were an opener. We were openers, and we just figured why not go all in on this. We called everyone we knew in LA. I worked for a YouTube channel. Zach worked for a YouTube channel. We posted on those channels. Like we just figured, I think it would be so funny. We weren't even the first opener. We were like the third opener. As you know, like the Whisky does these shows with many bands, and then all of a sudden the place was full for us at like 7 p.m. And
Yeah.
everyone's
incredible.
pretty confused.
That's wild because the Whisky A Go-Go is a very iconic venue on the Sunset Strip. To sell that out is a very big deal for especially your first show when you were a band for less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right, literally.
People have to give a 2 weeks notice to quit their job, and you were only a band for a week and sold out the Whisky A Go-Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild. And it was very surreal last night. I was actually at the Rainbow Room on Sunset Boulevard as well, which is probably about 2 blocks down. And they were saying how they met some of you guys the night before that first show or a couple nights before that first show. So talk about how important the Sunset Strip might be to People Are Ugly, because that's where rock and roll was kind of born in a way.
Yeah, that's like where we got started, as did many other legendary bands. I mean, our first 2 shows were at the Whiskey. We did some of the Viper Room too.
Troubadour.
Troubadour as
Yeah,
well,
yeah, Troubadour.
Played a couple times at the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
growing
that's
up in Philly, I mean, I always wanted to come out to just to see the Sunset Strip. I always knew about the Whiskey because of movies, knew about Rainbow because of the documentary and everything. And yeah, when I first got there, the first place I actually went, I saw the Sweet at the Whiskey, the band The Sweet. Yeah. And I was like, wow, one day I'll play here. And it happened a little sooner than I thought. and yeah, I would like, my friends and I snuck into some after parties in the top room at Rainbow.
Oh, that's
up there.
so funny.
And then that's actually we had our after party there from our first show and played a few songs that
No
night.
way.
Oh, we brought all of our friends. Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Damn. So you guys had all that attention on show one rather, as it's on the iconic Sunset Strip on a week's notice. I have to ask you, how did show 2 go? Was it a sophomore slump situation, and where'd you guys play?
I mean, well, show 2 was the Whiskey.
Whiskey as well.
Again, yeah.
Honestly, I would say show 1 was horrible.
Yeah.
It did not sound good. We look at it back at
Yeah.
that was their first time performing on stage.
The first like 4 shows were probably like not good objectively. Just like looking back, we had great energy, but I mean, that was the first time that I'd ever gone on stage and played and sang or anything. Like, I was so nervous that first show, and even like the following shows after. Like, obviously, like I think we're all still like a little like nervous. I guess like depending on the show, but you know, it's.
But yeah,
definitely got more comfortable.
I just like to have fun with it. I think that we had no idea how to perform when we started, and it shows, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I think it goes to show that energy is everything. And we brought the energy, so I think the crowd
brought the
didn't
energy.
notice.
You guys definitely bring a lot of energy and a lot of lightheartedness, and I have to ask you guys because you guys keep everything very lighthearted in the music or how it sounds on the surface level. How do you guys do such a perfect job of masking potentially deeper, darker lyrics under such a lighthearted attitude, especially with the visuals too that you guys produce?
Oh, wow, thanks.
That's a great question.
I don't know. We all write the songs, and I think like we just enjoy telling stories based on our experience or just cool, I don't know, poetry that we think of or like all that stuff. And I don't know. Every single one of our songs that we've ever put out is produced by me in-house. So I think just kind of doing that kind of keeps it all like we can control every step of the process and make whatever the fuck we want.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we just like to have fun with it. I think there's so many songs out there today where they're so sad and they're so depressing, and those are great songs, but we can stand out a little bit by, you know, shedding some light and being a little bit more happy.
Yeah, we also have extremely different music tastes, and I'm sure you can tell why our songs sound extremely unique, because you could kind of see all of the inspos behind a lot of it. But yeah, me personally, I love just making people laugh, and in our, whether it's our lyrics or our social media, life's a little too short to be making people feel sad. So bring that out. And
I like sad songs.
Yeah, exactly.
I like sad songs.
But
He
you
likes
could also
his
mask those sad lyrics and deeper meanings in the upbeat
Yeah.
vibes, you know?
And something I enjoy from a production end on all your music is the use of gang vocals and harmonies in basically every part of every song, which is awesome. Now, I'm a little bit tone deaf. I will say that. I am not the best with recognizing different voices in songs or anything like that, or different keys. Or you don't want to hear me sing. You heard me sing the alphabet song during Sound Check. We don't need to do anymore. We're done. We're done after that. But now, is it multiple vocalists in the band, like dividing vocal duties?
Yeah, so
Me and Truck.
Hell yeah.
or Bill if you're the governor.
Ramirez.
How do you guys divide those vocal duties?
Share 'em.
We both bring different things vocally, and
I do a lot more like rapping and just kind of leaning into that direction. He is much more of like the traditional singing.
It's a little soft boy.
And
boy over here.
I think that we mesh really well when we do that. So it gives you kind of all sides of the table.
Yes, like Brain Dead. Obviously, the second verse has this like rapping verse, which is him with all the fun references.
Gay like Stanley Tucci.
I like verse 2 because of the blow like Or Hootie like the blowfish, or fish like the...
She blow my fish like Hootie.
Yeah, exactly. I know you guys had me in mind when you wrote that.
Oh, absolutely.
It did.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We can't recover from that. The interview's done.
Oh, that's.
I ruined it all. I am so sorry to everyone. But
We were just picturing a naked fish. Just in that line.
Just you right there, man. Sitting in the hot tub.
so some could say People Are Ugly is an international supergroup in a way.
Yeah.
You can.
I'm saying that People Are Ugly is an international supergroup. That was kind of like when someone says, my friend has a question. I was like, some may say, I'm the one who's saying it. People Are Ugly is an international supergroup. And so half of you guys grew up in California. Half of you guys grew up more so on the East Coast, whether it be Canada or Philadelphia. So the East Coasters, tell me a little bit about coming over to the West Coast for the first time, because it's very different musically, and even doing Weekend Warrior runs, which are, for everyone listening right now, are when, like, theoretically you're a band from New York, you play Jersey and Connecticut, and that's your tour.
Yeah.
So talk about, like, coming out to the West Coast and getting your feet wet in the music industry, because everything's different.
Oh,
Definitely.
huge.
I mean, I'll let you go first.
I mean, I kind of like my brother and my sister-in-law moved out here a number of years ago, so I would come to the West Coast before I met Zach just to like hang out and see California. And then when he texted me about this band thing, or when Tristan was reaching out being like, I want to put this together, coming from Toronto, which has like a vastly different music scene and how they take care of their artists, then I come to LA and I just immediately get absorbed into what like traditional Hollywood and things like that look like. It was definitely really cool and a huge culture shock for me. But yeah, I love being in this side of the coast now.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I came out here for baseball to play college in baseball. I went like 12 years without touching a drum set. So I'm like the complete opposite. I grew up like loving 80s classic rock, some early like 90s punk rock. Came out here, played baseball, graduated college, and then I was like, so what do I do now? Screw it, I'm going to get back into drums. And that's when I started writing the venues, and I was like, I want to perform. That's what I wanted to do.
Damn, I think I'm going to take the reverse approach. I've been doing this music thing for 10 plus years. I'm going to start emailing like the Dodgers and the Mets. I want to be a bat boy.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, do it.
yeah, I mean, I was under the impression that like if you really want something, like I don't think anything's impossible. I know that's like that's really emotional, but like,
Wow.
yeah, I don't.
I mean, yeah. it's
Realistically,
true. It's
if you
true.
want something nowadays and you're willing to do anything to get it, like you can do it with social media. Like you can contact anyone in the entire world if you work hard enough.
It's very true.
Yeah.
And now for the West Coasters who are in the band, how is it being in a band with two East Coasters who are bringing something very different to the table, and also just, I mean, the perfect jungle juice of all your guys' musical taste and talent? It just makes People Are Ugly so unique and so cool. So joining forces together, what's been the biggest thing to overcome with like musical styles coming from the East Coast?
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Well, I guess us two specifically. I like this could be like a West Coast thing or not, but like we're like very much into like a lot more like hip hop styles, and like that's like my favorite genre to listen to. Like I did not grow up listening to rock music at all, actually. Funny enough, but then like having like them come in, and obviously you guys really fuck with like the like 80s and then the like more like classic like rock sounds. So like kind of finding marriages of the two is definitely like one of the biggest challenges, but like we're definitely there, and it also helps that we're just like best friends, so like we can just try anything together. But yeah, we're definitely at the point where I think we're refining our sound and combining all of our influences.
Yeah, I'd say now our influences are all like starting for the first time to really be in sync with each other.
Yeah.
And you could, if you go and listen to our whole catalog from 2021 when we first started to now, like you could see where we started. We would like lean one way, lean the other way, and now we're really starting to like mesh all of them in such a beautiful way.
Yeah, especially like with all the music that's not actually out yet.
Oh, we'll be talking about that.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I want to know all about that.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Are you sure?
Maybe not. But what I do want to know about, bring us back a little bit to the past, was the Coachella fake IDs. That is one of the coolest activations I've seen, not only on social media, but to promote the band. So,
Which was your favorite name first?
You know how bad I am with names. You watched that intro.
He would suck my fucking penis.
Oh, jeez.
I think I was dicks in between her legs.
I was Huge Erection.
What the fuck was I?
I forget.
Candace?
No.
No,
Candace dick fit in your mouth?
no, that was one of the ones.
Candace, I forget. I forget. But
I don't know, Suck My Fucking Penis is the best
Suck
one.
my foot. That's the best one.
Sugma fucking.
First name Sugma fucking last name.
So yeah, no, this was right when we started really figuring out social media was around Coachella, and we just tried to think of, okay, we're going to the most socially active festival in the world. What can we do that's engaging? And it's trending, so we were like, why not? Let's think of something. Yeah. And this was right around the time where we started getting everyone with the Candaces and the Dixons and all those.
We've gotten so many people with those jokes. It was only time.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Do you know if anyone tried to use those fake IDs and got caught?
We don't.
Come on.
Probably.
Oh,
Well, the back didn't have anything on them. So
Okay.
They were super spam.
Yeah.
Find our band high. But there's the one, and it's in the video where a security guard picked it up, and I went and retrieved my ID from him.
oh, dude, it was Barry
that?
McCockiner. That was the other.
McCockiner.
That was the other. Like, I remember in the video. That's when you queued it up.
Yeah, I was like, "Hi, I'm Barry."
Good old Barry.
Good old Barry.
So now, with that one, did you guys get any backlash for that?
No.
Why?
Security maybe getting a little annoyed?
Oh, no.
No, I think everyone.
Confused people coming up to us being like, "Is this you guys?" And we're like, "No," but you can very clearly see our pictures.
It's a very lighthearted joke.
Yeah,
But as far as like backlash on social media, I think we created this brand now because we really started figuring out social media with Brain Dead, and a lot of those lyrics are not controversial, but they're
Apparently, they actually are controversial.
They are
I don't know.
controversial because the reason we were going viral was for hate comments, and that made us like where on social media now, I don't think we can get in trouble or like any like offending people because that's where we first started was pissing people off.
Yeah.
So now when we do fun stuff that we get good comments, it's like, oh, okay.
So refreshing.
So refreshing.
Now, would you say it was pissing people off, or did people have to catch up to your humor?
A little of both. I mean, that's what made it go viral. Like, so for 2 years, we may seem like we're really good on social media right now, but like for 2 years, we were really slaving away.
We
to
were
get
getting like
200 views to 300
1,000 views max.
And when we got 1,000
video.
views, we would celebrate.
Yeah.
And then Braindead was the first time it really clicked for us.
And they were like, "Oh, you have to do something a little on the edge."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people would be like, "This is the worst song I've ever heard. These lyrics suck." And then people would respond to it, being like, "Actually, I like this song. I like the drop." And then other people would respond, and it was back and forth. And then all of a sudden, it exploded.
And then as Drake was not a Nickelodeon actor.
Yeah, every line in that first verse is controversial and sparks arguments.
So good. We're going to be getting to Brain Dead and a lot more in the later part of idobi Warped Radio with People Are Ugly, but I want to get into a song that's not Brain Dead for everyone that's listening right now. What's a song that you would describe your band playing at Warped Tour that's like, oh, wow, this makes sense, we're at Warped Tour playing this right now?
Oh, interesting.
We keep getting a lot of comments to play Deep End at Warped Tour.
Deep Ends.
We stopped playing that song live like a while ago, but I think we would have to
Makes
bring
sense
it back.
for Warped Tour.
Yeah, we like sent a message in the Warped Tour Discord a while back, and like every comment was like, "You have to play Deep End. You have to play Deep End."
And it makes sense. It was written by Alex Gaskarth. I don't know if you knew that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
So that was originally a demo for All Time Low.
Yeah.
no way.
And they gave it to
Yeah.
us. We changed a bunch of lyrics and just made it our own. But yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
And Circ 23 is another big one.
That's, yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's one that's necessary at Warped Tour.
Yeah, it's a lore heavy one
Yeah.
for sure for a lot of people, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to get into if you want to give like a quick gist of what Circ 23 is.
so I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. So I was circumcised at the age of 23. So Mazel. Thank you.
Noble.
Mazel tov.
But the guys didn't believe me when I told them about it. And it was like a whole argument where I had to pull up the hospital records on my phone to show like when I went in, did all that. And then we wrote the song in the studio that night. It was maybe like an hour and a half worth of work.
Hour and a half. It was
5-10 minutes.
it was 10 minutes.
No,
and
and
then
we shot a music video too.
yeah, we
back
shot the
here.
music video. I just took him out to the back, set up a light, took my camera, like, all right, done. And then we posted it on YouTube that same night.
And you think Braindead went viral? This video got like 24 million views overnight.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh
Wild.
yeah, it was wild.
Every time
So-
we post that, it gets like a ton of views. I mean, like we had to like stop posting because it's just like, okay, guys, we have other music.
Real sick. That should be have eyes on it instead of
Yeah.
a circumcision one. But yeah, that one will be played for sure.
So did you guys release Circ 23 as a 7-inch?
We
Haven't. Oh yes,
It's on YouTube. It's an unofficial release.
maybe 3-inch.
I was talking about vinyl, everyone.
Yeah, I know.
oh
Yeah.
definitely a 3-inch.
Oh, 3-inch vinyl.
Definitely 3-inch.
Amazing. Hit clip.
So we copied a melody from the Plain White Tees for that, just because we're never releasing it. It was like a joke. We never thought anything of it. And Tom from the Plain White Tees actually reached out and was like, I never thought my song would have an interpretation like this. So maybe we could get him to play with us at Warped Tour.
That would be
That would be
insane
That would be
to
Hey,
get
Tom, if you're listening.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Thank you for the melody.
Speaking
Well,
of last
speaking
night,
of
if I
frying your
could interrupt?
Oh,
for
yes,
a
you can.
second?
We actually have a gift for
We have
you.
a present.
Fish texted me last night saying he's going to be hungover tomorrow, and we wanted to give him a gift that we could all share to avoid that hangover. We want to make our hosts feel very welcome, and what better way to fight a hangover is to run from it. So
You can't be hungover if you're still drunk.
Amen,
Yes, no, you
baby.
can't be.
Well, I got to drive home. Are we doing this right now?
cheers.
I don't know if this is going to be able to stay in video, but cheers.
For the
Cheers. All right, on three. People are ugly, but not us.
Not us.
People are ugly, but not us. That tasted great.
Good
with the gum
morning.
in my mouth.
Oh, I didn't have breakfast
With the what
or
in your
anything.
mouth?
Oh God.
Oh,
Get you
Oh
there.
God.
That'll
Good
really
morning.
get you there.
And we're back with Fish from Adobe Radio.
Oh man, Circ 23. So, you guys don't have your debut album out just yet, and you guys are obviously crushing with every single that you guys are dropping. I know you guys just started teasing your some singles and stuff. You guys have an awesome video of you guys in a moving truck flying down the road that I saw actually this morning right before you guys got here. So with this new record, what are you trying to encompass and what are some goals? Because you guys are absolutely crushing it with every goal and probably every milestone you guys probably made for yourself. You probably have far surpassed.
Yeah.
I think
Thanks.
personally and artistically through the past year, we have developed a lot as a group and individually. And this song kind of was like the breaking point and like a great way to come back with what we have to offer.
Yeah, I guess like the new record's a lot about just our growth and evolution as like an artist, and like I guess it's like we're still making like rock music, but like I think we're doing more of like what we want in like a very like unique space of our own. And like this like next single, for example, is like very much like a surf indie rock single, and like we have some like crazy cuts on the album. Like there's like a cut with us like rapping. There's like some more like I guess like jammy shit, more like feel good shit, like a ballad. It's like
Yeah, with that, you mentioned you mentioned what we're excited to play at Warped Tour. Another song is on the album. The actually closing the song on the album is a one take, like punk rock ripper that we recorded live in one take from start to finish.
That's sick.
And we're so goddamn excited to
can't
play
wait
that
to play El
live.
Camino. It'd be so sick.
The heaviest song we've ever made. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kept messing up at the very end. It took like 20 takes because we had this vision to record it live, and no one does that anymore.
No.
Not to a metronome, nothing. So what you hear on the record is how it was in that room when we're playing it live.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And you mentioned doing things your own way and the way you want to do them. And you guys were telling me off camera, and I need to bring this story up on camera because it's one of the most punk rock things that I've heard. You guys went into Atlantic Records for a meeting, and you played them a joke song. And that's when
correct.
the light bulb kind of went off for you. Like, we're on to something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he was just
well,
like,
that's that Circ 23 record that we were just talking about before the break. But that song, I mean, like I said, we had written that so quickly and like just put it out. When we actually first put it out, our label made us take it down because they thought that it was off-brand and it was too dumb. So unfortunately, we did actually take it down. But then about a year after that, we were in this meeting with Atlantic Records, and we just played that song. We're just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I
just tease it.
It was like a boring meeting. We're just like, okay, we're just gonna play the song, and then I just like sat there and like filmed everyone's reactions to it, and like they like loved it, and we're also like very disappointed at the same time. It was like a very mixed reaction. But that specific video got 24 million views. And since then, every time we post the song on Instagram or TikTok, it
just goes crazy.
It gets over 10 million at least.
yeah. And every time live we go to these festivals, everyone's like, play the circumcision song.
Play the penis song.
Every time.
Every time.
Some may say it's your biggest cut.
It is our
It
biggest
was,
cut.
it was the biggest cut.
And we will never put it on streaming platforms because then it will probably be our biggest song, which we don't want.
Sorry.
But it is on YouTube, so you can go check it out there.
Yeah.
And speaking of YouTube, you guys have a music video for Life of My Own Party, which is an incredible music video, incredible song.
We do?
You might.
Dude, that was the first one. That was the first
That
one
was
we
our
did
first
on our
music
own.
video.
We do. Oh my God. Wait.
It was a fun video.
Wait, I
That's
forgot
amazing.
that we had a video for that. Jesus Christ.
That's what made our manager actually fall in love with us.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she saw that music video and was like, I want to manage this band.
Do,
Momager.
do we get her on camera to ask her if it was a Victorian era people are ugly
Come on
or
in.
the people are ugly people? Let's see. We have Miriam, the incredible
Give it up for
manager
Miriam.
for People Are Ugly. This is the first time this has happened. A manager's come into the interview. Happily.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Miriam. So,
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry.
I feel like I'm blocking you.
No, you're good.
so was it the Victorian era version of People Are Ugly that you fell in love with, or when they really just became themselves?
Honestly, I think when they became themselves, I feel like all of these guys are so goofy and funny, and they're just all awesome. And yeah, that's what I fell in love with.
She's so PR trained.
All right, get out.
So media trained.
You have 2 seconds. Get out.
You guys have something to aspire to.
Yeah.
No,
We are
never,
media
never.
trained.
I don't want to ever be
Media.
I don't want to
Media
ever
trained? No.
like sit in front of like a camera and give like a media answer. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
When we
I
get
know.
canceled and we have to work our way around it when you ask about it.
What are we canceled for?
If we get canceled, it'll be for something he says.
Whoa.
And that's when Circ 23 comes out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we really start something here.
It all circles back.
Yeah.
So now, with the video, how you guys went from Victorian era and to People Are Ugly, which I want to bring up, and that's why I want to bring up the Circ 23 again, and not to harp on that and bring it up too many times, because I feel like that's a very cool way of looking at People Are Ugly is the lightheartedness going straight into just you guys or somewhat seriousness, and it attracting people around you to fall in love with the band. So you guys mentioned your Discord as well. Talk about the community you guys have built from your lightheartedness and just being able to have a very open dialogue with social media and these incredible videos to honestly brighten up people's days. Because I can't remember one time I saw a People Are Ugly clip and was in a bad mood after that. I've always just smiled every single time.
That's sweet.
Yeah. There's actually Warped Tour's Discord that I was talking about. We don't have a Discord
gotcha.
yet.
Oh.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
I thought you meant a Discord channel of yours called Warped Tour. I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Well,
best
you guys-
way-
Cool. But
honestly,
we
we're-
need a Discord, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're still getting used to and building this fan base. We don't quite know the identity of our fan base yet because we're still developing it. I mean, we have these 2 amazing girls that run a fan page for us called the Brain Dead Brats that we met in Philadelphia. Actually, they were we played this show and they were camped out at 11 a.m. for us.
Doors
And,
didn't open till 7 or 8.
Yeah, so shout out the Brain Dead Brats. They've been amazing. And yeah, I mean, our fans are still developing, and communicating with them is all on stories and comments and seeing people be like, no, Brain Dead actually changed my life. Thank you so much. Versus the 99.9% of others.
Listen, I love our fans, but Brandon didn't change nobody's life.
Look at I mean, 99% of comments aren't that, but there's people that are these lyrics are resonating. Yeah.
No. Yeah,
So-
for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think with every post, I think there's just more and more people who actually get the humor that we put across, and hop on the little train that we got going.
Just want you to feel like you're part of the friend group.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're a part of the inside joke when you're with People Are Ugly and listening to you guys. And I feel like I've gone to 500 shows at the Mint just because of your social media video at the Mint of you guys performing Brain Dead.
Hell yeah.
I've been there 5 times. Great venue, just in the middle of nowhere for me geographically.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but great venue either way.
Where is the man?
In the
It's
middle
kind
of
of near
nowhere.
Culver, in between Culver City and Beverlywood. I don't know, somewhere in
basically
somewhere in the
Hawaii
middle.
from,
Yeah,
from the valley.
yeah.
So you guys,
Well, I live in Orange County, so that's even farther. Oh,
yeah.
it might be closer, honestly.
Maybe.
But we're not going to discuss that.
Yeah.
But either
What's your street address?
I don't even know anymore. That shot of Jack really threw me off. So
Say your street address real quick for the.
yeah,
Social security,
I
please.
just want to see how
He's
far
not
you are.
hungover.
not hungover anymore. I'm back, baby. Imagine I just took out a guitar and just started playing Wonderwall.
I'd be so hyped
I'd
if
be
you did
here
that,
for it.
actually. I'd be just ready.
We're not doing that, but we are going to talk about Brain Dead because it was and continues to be an incredible viral success for you guys. And the pop culture references are flawless. That's something I miss so much about early 2000s music and music in the 90s is that way of just shouting out things that are happening in pop culture. And you guys did it in such a tasteful way. Now, how many of those things that you didn't know about did you actually not know about versus rhymed well?
Did you guys know that Stanley Tucci wasn't gay?
I actually
I
did not know that.
Do you understand that line? He acts as a lot of gay roles. Pretty much every role Stanley Tucci acts is a gay character.
Wait,
and yet
really?
he's straight.
Yeah, so that's why the line "gay like Stanley Tucci."
Oh,
Yeah, just act gay.
Yeah.
You could interpret some things I do that way.
Exactly.
But yeah, as far as the verse goes, so we were away on a writing retreat, and I don't smoke weed at all, but Bill does and made me smoke his weed.
You don't say that Bill does.
Sunglasses right now.
So we were listening for like inspiration, and Zach played me, I think it was like Star by Brockhampton.
Yeah, so Star by Brockhampton, incredible song, which every single line of that song is a pop culture reference. In like a different way than Brain Dead, but like it is just that. And I was like playing that song, I was like, this is awesome. Like we should like write some like lyrics that like take this energy on. And and then him being high, like he usually is not.
I never and yeah, like Will Smith was a rapper. Everything just like came out. And and the Lego Movie line, none of them. We were just
never
talking
seen the Lego
about
Movie.
it. I was like, guys, this movie is the best movie ever made, and no one. And I can't even describe it until you see it. And till this day, they don't. They just refuse to watch it.
Yeah, till
Well,
this
I'm
day.
not seeing it now.
Can't.
Apparently, it's great. I
Have
haven't
you seen the
it.
Lego Movie?
Yeah.
it's amazing,
It's
right?
a great movie.
I've heard it's great, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's great.
And the Sex Pistols is a sign for penis sign. I don't know where that came from. It's just
No, wait. That's like one that we actually learned
Yeah,
that
that
week.
one blew my mind.
maybe I
Yeah,
forget.
no, we learned that one that week.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
and now you guys worked with Nick Furlong, the producer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nicholas.
the homie.
And
Nick the Knights Furlong.
dude, he's such a nice guy, but the only two things I really know about him are he produced Papa Roach and you guys. What incredible like differences in genre.
He also sings the Nights.
He sings the Nights by Avicii. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes, I did know that.
Oh, funnier. So on this recent writing retreat, we were sorry to change the subject, but we were away writing our album, and we went into this amazing bar called the Snowline, and they were like, "What are you doing tomorrow? Play a show
In Oakhurst,
California, in the middle of nowhere, like population of 100." And we were like, "Screw it, yeah, we have all our instruments. We'll play a show." And we get Nick drunk and call him on stage to play the Nights in front of like 20 people.
It was amazing.
Last time we played it was in front of like 80,000 in Brazil or something.
so wild.
And he gave it his all. Goddamn it, he did.
Really did.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we all have this little like inside joke with him. I guess we like bully him for singing the Nights. I guess
It's like a multi-platinum diamond one of
like
the
a great
Yeah,
song.
one
but,
of the
like,
biggest songs ever.
One of the biggest songs ever made.
we just like actually like bully
It's
him
like an
for
inside
it.
joke. It's so funny.
It's actually my ringtone.
It's hard to explain to people like why it's an inside joke, but it's funny
It is
when you casually sing one of the biggest songs ever.
And he doesn't sing any other song.
Yeah, I think that's the funny part. Yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah. But yes, he helps out a lot with our executive producing and writing. For
yeah.
for
He's the fucking guy.
Amazing. I have to give him a big shout out. I love that dude. I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah,
He's the best.
Hopefully we'll see him soon.
He's
Yeah.
the guy.
I was very sad he didn't show up with you guys.
I'm sorry.
going to.
You sit down with that guy on a bar stool, you will not leave for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not drinking, like talking.
Yo, that guy calls you. The phone call's gonna read like
2
an
hours.
hour.
It's a 2-hour phone call minimum.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call him right after this interview and be like, I was with the boys. I'm at three-way Eric from Rainbow Room too, who was
yeah.
so excited to hear about you guys last night that I was doing
Eric.
this interview.
Love Eric.
So now I have to ask you guys, speaking of Rainbow Room and Bill smoking a bunch of weed, what's
do
your
that.
favorite way to fry your brain?
Whoa.
Whoa.
A bong.
Just get fucking high, man. I don't know.
I like drinking. We go to this bar in Culver City
That's
that has the best
such a
damn
wild
Guinness
to open up with.
They have the best Guinness in LA. And I don't know if you're a Guinness guy, but god damn it, the Old Fella in Culver City makes the best Guinness. We're friends with the staff. We go there like I don't want to say how many times we go there. But
He goes there too much.
Honestly, it's pretty embarrassing.
it is
But-
embarrassing how much.
I don't know, but Fox and Hounds in Studio City, I think, has the best Guinness. From
No,
what I've heard.
stop.
Are we about to? Are we about to fight over
Guinness
Guinness
off?
on tap?
Yes.
Are we about to go to Fox and Hounds right after this for happy hour?
We compare the two, yeah.
That'd be really
Yeah, I'll go there and I'll give it a shot. But I'm very confident.
cut.
No, you have
that
to
you're
give it a
wrong.
pint, not a shot.
Yes, of course a pint.
I'm very confident that you're wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
respectfully
no, Fish, it's
wrong.
good.
Now,
good.
Yeah.
do the wings compare?
The food's
wings are-
amazing.
yeah.
We tried
Really?
the wings
Okay.
one time, literally last weekend. They were good.
Fucking good.
Okay, because the Guinness gets complimented by the wings, in my opinion.
Of course.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And do they do it over a spoon?
Over a while. Oh, you're making me hungry, Fish.
No,
it's not the
they
Guinness.
pour the Guinness over a spoon.
Oh, I thought you were
Like
talking
a-
about the wings.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah, they do. No, they don't.
Wait, Guinness
Sometimes
over
they do if it's like leaking.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a proper way. But
Proper
no
way.
one on video quote me on that because I don't know for a
We went
fact.
to Ireland. That's not the
We went to
proper way.
Ireland in August.
A spoon.
Anyways,
spoon
a
is
side
Yeah,
tangent.
Guinness aside, Guinness aside.
Yeah, Braindead, I think the overall meaning when we were writing it was like, I could be a millionaire, and yet like there's so many things today that like kids are doing, like everything that
I don't know. It like I think like the lyrics of that were just like just complete shit post at the end of the day. So it's like we could give it as many meanings as we want, but like,
Yeah.
bro, that song is shit post.
it was a Hail Mary, and I think it could have landed, it could have not landed. I think that's what makes it so special.
Yeah, it was just all of our high thoughts combined into a song. So
Yeah, we had a video of us playing it for Miriam, our manager, like the first time in the car, and she was like jaw dropped, like, "What the hell am I listening to?"
Yeah.
Wow. And that's awesome. The song is absolutely incredible. Like everything we said, put aside with joking around, the song is a fucking smash and so cleverly written. Like people need to do a study on how cleverly written that song is.
I would love that.
A Harvard class on songwriting.
Maybe MI. We know. Let's shoot. Let's shoot low and go aim low and go high.
LA recording school though.
Yeah. But either way, you guys covered the iconic song by Four Non Blondes called "What's Up," and what I love about it is you guys really made it a "People Are Ugly" song with the group vocals and the social media promotion behind it.
Yeah.
I beg to ask, has anyone thought that's an original by you guys yet?
A lot of people have commented like, "What is this song?" But the best, I think the reason it sounds so unique is because Zach's never heard that song.
Really?
Well, okay, so like what happened was I'm sure some people listening, you know the He-Man version.
It's like the internet meme, like the famous old internet meme.
It's a famous internet meme, but it's like a version of like that song sung by like He-Man. It's like an animated video. It's got hundreds of millions of views. It's like a classic YouTube video, but that's the only version I knew. And then one day we were doing like a karaoke thing, and then Tristan starts singing the original. I'm like, wait,
I thought I knew this.
yeah, like I thought I knew it, but I was like, this is like a different version of the song. Like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, wait, this is like an original song. Like, it's not just the He-Man version. So then we're like, oh wait, maybe we should cover this. So then I wasn't even like that like familiar with any of the melodies. So like I just like listened like twice, and then I just came up with my own kind of interpretation of the melodies.
No way.
That's it. Yeah.
That's why it's a little different. Like, and I love that about it, that it's so different.
That's awesome. You've never gone to a karaoke night ever?
Whoa.
Recently I have.
Shit on him.
Recently I have. I feel like that's like a really bad karaoke song though.
No, it's an amazing karaoke
It's
song.
done at every karaoke night, and you're like, oh, whoever just sang that needs a drink.
yeah.
They needed to get something off their chest.
Yeah.
One of those songs.
They need Guinness.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we released that, and then it like didn't take traction actually when we first released it, because that was like before our virality with like Brain Dead and everything.
Oh, okay.
And then a year later, we didn't have any music out, so it was like a couple months before we were releasing music, and I posted a live version, and that for some reason hit. I don't know what it was. And then since then, every time we post it, it gets millions of views. And Linda Perry posted it too, the singer of Four Non Blondes.
That's so wild. Wait, was the video you posted of the live version the one with the school bus behind it or something?
No, that was another one. That was like a few months after. This was like a show in New York that like randomly for some reason popped off, and I have no idea why. That's the beauty of social media. But for a year, that song was sitting at like a couple thousand streams.
Yeah, like
and then
20,000.
now it's at like 5 million or something.
5 million about.
So wild.
Just
Power
from
of
like
social
a
media.
So
So you're saying this interview is going to amass 5 million plus views in the future?
yeah.
At least.
Cannot confirm or deny that that election shouldn't have happened.
No, George, quite honestly, at least 10 million views for you.
Amazing. I'm very excited.
If he gets naked right now, you'll get a lot more.
Or if you have an
views.
acoustic guitar here and you play Circ 23 and you
I
post
just
it,
don't
my
think that's
God, that's getting
appropriate.
24 million views.
Just saying.
23
Well, no, the
million.
naked part's inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
Performing is not inappropriate.
Well, yeah, but you
was
will
a
get
good
10 million
joke.
views.
That was a good joke.
Thank you, Bill.
He said 23 million.
Oh, fuck, that was good.
Thank you.
God,
Please,
I'm
everyone
sorry.
applaud me.
Good job, Fish. Good job.
Thank you.
Fish can swim. A fish can swim.
True.
Oh my god. Can you still turn off his mic by any chance?
I'll talk louder. I'll just hop in Tristan's mic.
So, you guys are playing 2 out of 3 weekends on the Vans Warped Tour this upcoming year. I keep saying this upcoming summer because that's ingrained in my memory, but there is a date in November in Orlando, so can't say that's a summer. So you guys encompass like the happier sounds of the bands that I think on Warped Tour, like Weezer, maybe like a Bloodhound Gang type vibe. So when it comes to that, who are some of your influences? Because if I were to pick like I wouldn't even say every song has a different one. Every verse has a different influence that I pick up on. So I don't want to speak for you guys when I call it out.
Yeah.
Who goes
Yeah, this is a crazy.
Yeah, how are we going to decipher this?
We've like tried to answer this before, but like we all just have such different influences, and like my biggest one musically is like someone like Tyler the Creator, or I don't know.
And then like I grew up loving like Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller. So my influences are 90% hip hop, and that's where I lean. What about you?
But that's what I love about Warped Tour is that there's like it's a punk rock festival, but like every genre randomly for some reason can fit it, and like rap. And I was recently watching an interview with I think it was like something corporate or Taking Back Sunday, one of them, and they were like, yeah, when they first asked us to play Warped Tour, we were like, we do not fit this vibe at all. Dude, I forget who it was.
It might have
but-
been something corporate because they had the piano.
Yes, and he was like, we brought the piano out, and we were like, we didn't know what to expect because we did not fit any of the vibes. We don't have tattoos. We don't wear like dress like them, and they go on stage, and the crowd loved them. So I think that's just like a great part of Warped Tour is like we could play whatever we want. And yes, we have our punk rock stuff, we have our new stuff, we have our Circ 23s, but no matter what, I think it's just like the overall vibe you're bringing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun no matter what we play.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I've seen every style of artists on the Vans Warped Tour. Everyone from Katy Perry to 4 Year Strong to Bring Me the Horizon to
Katy Perry
Alkaline
play Warped Tour?
Yeah, Katy Perry played Warped Tour.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I that out of touch?
I think it was
I
either
didn't know
07
that.
or 08. Don't quote me on it. It was the same
That
year.
makes sense, though, because that's like California Girls.
Yeah, it was.
there,
I think California Girls, or no, I Kissed a Girl. That's what it was.
Kissed- wow.
Yeah, I
You're
Kissed a
right,
Girl
you're right.
was the one that was picking up. I'm not here to tell the story about that, but she did play Warped Tour.
fucking
303 and her shared a band.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, at some point or another, they would like, because they were the kind of the outcasts of the tour, they would just play together. I remember on Long Island. This interview is not about me, by the way, but I do want to talk about my time on Warped
please.
Tour. On official record. I'll never forget my second Warped Tour ever. It was to end the day. It was 4 Year Strong on a side stage, then 303, and then Katy Perry, or something like that. Those are three last in some sort of order, and Katy Perry was the last one. And I was like, this is the first time I'm hearing like synth with hardcore. This is the first time I'm hearing pop music. This is crazy. Well, pop music at Warped Tour. I'm like, wow, that's wild.
Sick. Are there any pop artists playing this year that are like in the same realm?
There's a handful of really
Sick.
cool ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Hear about them on Adobe Warped Radio's episodes with Chandler Layden and Kevin Lyman. Plug.
Swipe up.
With during the commercial break, we were bullshitting a little bit, and not only am I getting a great idea of your guys' personalities, I'm trying to figure out in my head which one of you guys would be the first one to be voted off the island on Warped Tour if you guys had to play the entire tour instead of just 2 weekends.
I mean,
That was Bell.
I'm just going to be
That's
noble
Bell.
here and assume it's me for some reason.
Why would Bill be the first one that
Look
you
at him.
guys kick?
Just look at him.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's fair. I take it on.
It would be the first sign I hold up being like, Bill.
I wouldn't be the first to quit, but I would be the first to get kicked off.
Yeah. But he would do it in style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Amazing. Well, either way, it's the first time you guys are playing Warped Tour because you guys formed while Warped Tour was on a little bit of an indefinite hiatus, we'll call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like saying indefinite hiatus.
A nice break.
It gives,
long was
it
the
gives me hope.
hiatus?
From 19 till now.
19. Okay.
Yeah. So do you guys have any memories of going to the Vans Warped Tour as fans growing up? Because geographically, all of you guys were in such iconic spots to go to a Vans Warped Tour date.
Yeah.
I actually,
I'm gonna be completely
I don't
real.
think any of us got to go.
I don't think I was
because
allowed.
of
I
age.
just found out what Warped Tour was like this year.
You can ignore him.
Yeah, just ignore the young
That's
guy.
just me. That's just me.
So we're taking that question back first to be voted off the island.
I do have. Growing up, actually, I found out recently that my uncle played Warped Tour back in '97, I think it was. He didn't play the whole thing, but he was in a little Swiss punk band called Blind. And yeah, so it's just following in the footsteps, I
blood.
guess.
Wow. That's a full circle moment for you, Bill.
Yeah, a little bit.
Carrying on the family torch.
It's a fun one.
Amazing. Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, in the East Coast, I mean, I knew a lot of people that would always go, and like I would always see videos of it, like the skating scene, and like I remember seeing videos of like people on they would bring half pipes, no, and they would skate like on stage, and I always remember seeing them and be like, God, that's so goddamn cool.
Wait, that bums me out so much. You're from Philly and never went to Warped Tour.
I know,
Between
really.
the Philly date, the Jersey date, the Long
know.
Island date. I'm not going to keep going on harping on this.
Yeah, it looked fucking awesome though back then.
But either way, you guys are on the lineup with some incredible bands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Some of the best bands in the scene, some of the best bands in the world, in my opinion. Who
sure.
were you guys the most shocked to see on the lineup next to your name?
Ooh. I mean, I'm a big Pennywise fan. Seeing
Yeah,
people
huge
around me and then
Pennywise.
Pennywise next to each other, I was like, whoa. Zach actually got me a Pennywise album once for my birthday, vinyl. So I was like, I like them a lot. And seeing, because it's alphabetical right now, and it's like People Are Ugly Than Pennywise was really fucking sick. But also, I was surprised that 303 is all over Warped Tour, like branding and everything. I had no idea about that. Because they don't strike me as a Warped Tour band. We saw them in Texas, and goddamn, we were screaming our heads off too.
Yeah,
Their music.
every song.
Oh, Well, you're going to have to go back and watch 303's interview on Adobe Warped Radio, hosted by Peyton, who's currently doing production. There's a link that you could probably click below or something.
Right here.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah. I did it. But 303 is very much a Warped Tour history.
We love them.
In Warped Tour history, like I remember on Long Island they had Little John pop out with them in like 2009 when I was there. I have a picture of Little John at catering while he's on the phone. I was definitely punishing him. So Little John, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but thank you for the picture. Then I have two more 303 stories, and then we're going to go back to People Are Ugly, I promise. So they were on the Warped Cruise. There was a Warped Tour cruise in I think 2017.
Whoa.
It was like Good Charlotte, Simple Plan,
Love it.
303, American Hi-Fi, like Starting Line, Chase Atlantic, so many incredible
American
bands.
Hi-Fi.
Yeah, and 303 was on there, and like hanging out with them on a cruise ship. Oh, and Bowling for Soup too. Was like one of the coolest experiences ever. And then in Warped Tour 2018, the last full cross-country run, Sean and Nat were very into fitness. If you look at them, they probably still are. And they were good friends with Simple Plan, who they're heading out on tour with this summer as well. They were all on yoga mats shirtless with six packs, working out every morning. Me and I'll sell them out. The band Makeout, were smoking weed out of an apple next to them. Like,
Love it.
Why can't we be like you guys?
That's the worst when one of your friends is like athletic and fit and you're not in the mood to do it in the morning.
Yeah. They eat apples in the morning, so why not smoke out of it?
Yeah. It's a free snack afterwards.
Exactly.
It's a lesson out of my book. They eat them, I smoke them.
Wow. Put him on it. Fuck.
Put it in the history books.
So, speaking on how many iconic bands are on the Vans Warped Tour on these three incredible weekends, and two of the three that you guys are a part of, what band would you guys most likely miss your own set for?
People Are Ugly.
All right.
Okay. I definitely would probably go to Red Jumpsuit Apparatus for sure.
Yeah.
Over us. Love them dearly. I don't know.
Sublime's playing in Orlando, right?
Sublime. Miss our set.
Favorite band ever.
Best band.
Damn.
Best band ever.
I would miss my interview with you guys for Sublime, too.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
We'd all be there.
Yeah, I've got a framed Sublime set list in my garage.
That's awesome.
Huge fan.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, you guys are on the Vans Warped Tour, so we're going to keep talking about that because it's such a big deal and such an iconic festival to be a part of. And you guys have, I would say, for a band that doesn't have your debut record out right now, you guys have a very extensive catalog so far. So, out of the singles you guys have released, what song feels the most Warped Tour to you when you guys play it?
Definitely would say like a sad song.
Or Life of My Own Party.
Like Mount Party.
Life of My Party, Deep End.
A sad song.
Yeah.
Agreed. Those all lean more into the pop punk world.
Skater punk kind of type.
Yeah, skater punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sad Song is a smaller one, but I would say that's like one of our most moshing songs.
I love that song.
It's really fun to play.
Well, for sure.
Definitely has that like classic pop punk drum beat.
The wheelchair drum beat, as they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those, yeah.
Man, that's the extent of music theory I have.
Yeah.
Wheelchair
Nice.
drum beat.
Yeah.
It's more than I knew.
And gang vocal.
And gang
I also know that
vocal,
word.
yeah.
But we'll get a little into the music theory if we have time towards the end, because I learned a very interesting fact about Bill. Which I want to bring up, but I will at some point. So keep watching for that.
Well,
Oh, wait, there's more about you, man?
I don't know.
This is turning into just a Bill interview.
Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm excited.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. Don't you worry. So you
Please
guys
forgive me for my sins.
So you guys were a part of two different announces on Warped Tour this year. You guys were in the Huddy music video, which we got to hang out at a barbershop on Melrose for, which was awesome. It was you guys, Mod Sun, I See Stars, Huddy, Johnny Gilbert.
Yep.
I think I named everyone that was
The whole
Yeah,
crew.
it's everybody.
and me.
Oh, yeah, and of course.
Can't forget
Was that our
Fish.
first time meeting you?
No, we met in passing.
Yeah, we met like that was our first time to really like talk to you and,
Yes.
and converse.
Yeah.
I forget where we met. We met at a show somewhere.
Was it the
Maybe.
Vin show or was it something?
No,
No.
Okay.
No, I would.
I think it was that like indoor festival.
It might have been Grinder.
Oh, Grinder.
Grinder.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But either way, how'd you guys end up part of being in, I would say, the super group announce and then having your own announce as well? And did it cause any confusion?
I don't think it caused
I
confusion.
don't know. I think
hope it didn't.
we signed with the same label as Huddy, and they were just like, "Yeah, he's doing his announce tonight. Do you want to go?" So that was part of that, and we're obviously on the Warped Tour lineup. But I think our announce was before that. We like filmed it like the day before,
Gotcha.
separately.
Yeah, we got a last minute invite to come just hang out, and
Yeah.
join around. So we were there
Meet
for
everyone.
like 4 hours, whatever it was.
Tristan had a very famous line.
I did have
How
the
do you-
famous line. They went with my scripted line, but I thought my off-script lines were better. When
What
I
was your off-script line?
Would you mind doing
You don't know what Vans Warped Tour is? It's the most hell-bent, chaotic festival there is.
See, he's
That
so
was,
good at it.
Sorry.
It's a fucking professional.
But I went off
Thespian.
script, let me tell you, and it was much better off script. So they didn't. Whoever edited it.
I went off script. They kept my off script line, so you must have blown it.
Yeah, I must have blew it. My God.
They didn't give me a speaking role.
No.
No, we
Wasn't
try
what
not
it
to.
was.
Yeah, I wonder
They know
why.
better. Yeah.
It usually comes out wrong.
They did more research than I did, clearly.
Yeah.
But before we get to the last question of the interview, and I can't thank you guys enough for spending time here on Adobe Warped Radio before you guys are on the Vans Warped Tour this year. Bill, something that was really interesting is going to be a lot of people are going to be like, why are you asking this? It's such a music nerd question. You were talking about your bass being a little bit shorter than most basses for live. So,
Like my other limbs on my body.
your left leg is shorter than your right.
No,
3 inches.
It's the third leg.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so I play a short scale. I play a Mustang bass, and it kind of just helps me move around on stage a little bit more. I also grew up a guitar player, switched to bass when we got this lovely, cute 5/4 addition to the band.
5'6",
cute.
but okay.
What depends on the day, I guess. And so it just kind of like helped me transition to it and like get more into playing bass as an art itself.
I'm also pretty sure Mark Hoppus plays a short scale bass on stage too.
No,
No?
Is
He
it Jag
plays-
full scale?
a Jag is a full scale.
God damn it. Sorry. Delete that.
Sorry, Mark.
Delete that.
But yeah, it was just I didn't know a short scale bass existed when I started playing bass, and it wasn't really like a struggle thing, but you know, it's a real heavy instrument, and I like to try to move around, and I sing, so I don't want to get like too gassed out by like playing the bass and moving around. So getting one that was like, you know, 6 pounds lighter was a great addition to our road gear.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am very bad at playing guitar. I'm better at playing bass.
Bass might work out for you.
Yeah. So I felt very connected with you after hearing about that.
Yeah, go get one.
So now that we're talking about music theory and a little bit more serious about music stuff, if there was an artist on the Vans Warped Tour living or who has passed, unfortunately, that you guys were able to collaborate with, who would you guys want to collaborate with? And why? Let's add that part.
And Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley. Sublime.
Sublime's original singer, Bradley.
Love Jacob too.
Yeah, Jacob's killer.
He's killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing great. But yeah, I
Love
mean,
Sublime.
I mean, I don't know. Like Sublime is like from basically where I'm from, like Garden Grove, Long Beach area. It's just like it's like so close to home, and like I think out of everyone, like I just love their music and listen to their albums quite often, and like come back to all their old stuff.
That's awesome. Well, how can everyone keep up with you guys? I mean, it's hard because you just log on to every social media and you guys are popping up in the For You page. But for the people who want to look you guys up, what are the social media links?
Yeah, I have a Instagram. People are ugly
With the letter R.
with the letter R, like Toys R Us. That's a confusing one, actually. You wouldn't think that's that confusing, but it does get confusing.
Maybe we
Toys R
should
Us
change
is
our
a
name.
good
Yeah,
tried that.
TikTok is People Are Ugly Official.
I think.
And we actually just started up popping off on YouTube Shorts. That's our new like social media virality, and that's People Are
go
Ugly
and,
as well.
Go and like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've announced. I don't know album. Yeah, whatever. We have an album coming out that we've been locked in working on for
Months.
It's has songs from over 3 years old. So like it's technically we've been working on this album for like 3 years, but like most of it we've worked on in the past like 5 months, and then there's a few songs sprinkled in that we worked on and like that we wrote in like 2021, 2022.
Yeah, and it's like, overall just gonna like debut our like new sound and like artistic evolution, and like it's just like filled with songs that like we love and like we want to listen to and make. So yeah, so if we like it, hopefully you like it too.
Yeah.
Awesome. And now when can we expect to hear all that new music? Because I personally want to sing it at Warped Tour.
And we're going to be playing a lot of the songs from the album live at Warped Tour. We're also playing Bonnaroo Lollapalooza this summer. And yeah, can't wait to play our old stuff, our new stuff.
And that song is called "Do You Love Me?"
Yes.
Yes.
And if you don't like it, blame him. But if you like
all
it,
my
it's
fault.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, Tristan wrote it. If
Yes.
you hate it, Bill wrote it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the gist of it.
Amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming by idobi Warped Radio. I'm very excited to see you guys perform at the Vans Warped Tour. I'm very excited to hear your debut record. And I'm very excited to compare Guinnesses with you guys as well.
Absolutely.
Damn
We're
right.
doing that.
So, guys, thank you so much for coming by idobi Warped Radio. Thank you so much to everyone for listening to idobi Warped Radio. And we were talking about the song that would best fit the Vans Warped Tour by you guys. And what song was that? Let's end it with that one.
Life of My Own Party.
Party!
Sure.
Let it rip. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
What a reference.
What the hell?
idobi Warped Radio.